Welcome back. I'm here to talk about social media and why I took out Facebook and LinkedIn. First of all, just to break down the platform, I'll start off with LinkedIn since that's pretty much short. I don't have to get into full detail on it. LinkedIn is basically a professional site allegedly to network like business folks, unlike business folks, a lot of B2B, government, so forth and so on. And everybody tries to get into the mix to network, to find jobs, find social groups that relates to business industries that you're in, and so forth. And it's part of Microsoft, or at least Microsoft bought the platform. I'm not sure of the entire history of LinkedIn. I had a profile up there, probably had like 1,000 plus people on there. Um, I just got rid of it because it's a professional version of Facebook. Basically, people would DM you left and right, either to join their group, meet up, they want to do a Zoom call with you, and it's not leading to anything. And they do a lot of sales pitches, and they had some of the worst sales pitches that I ever heard in my life. So, for example, if you have a website and you made your own company logo, you've been in business for a long time or whatever, even if you wasn't in business for a long time, somebody's sending you an email and people recognize your logo and they say, "Oh yeah, we can make a better logo for you and a better website for you." You don't know me. And that's how you're going to sell it because my company may have been doing well with the bad logo and the bad website, but you're going to pitch it to me as if, oh yeah, your logo sucks and your website sucks. I can design a better one for you and you can get more sales. How about saying that you want to do an examination of your logo and website and see if we could do something better for you and send you an example of it, and did you want to give us a try? Maybe that's a better sales pitch than saying, oh, we could do something better for you. So you get that. You get all of these wealth and tax groups trying to send you stuff, trying to get you to join their group or them to become your advisor. Some try to hire you and so forth. It really depends on what your profile is on there. Mine is more IT and finance and some government. So it's like I'm going to get hit up at least 15 to 30 times a week for something. And it gets old after a while because it's like, do you even read my profile? I'll put up there in the blurb, I'm not looking for this, I'm not looking for that, and I'll be goddamn, the exact opposite happens. Everybody will reach out. Well, I know you said that you are not into this anymore, but based off of your resume and so forth, we would like to talk to you just to see. It's like if I wanted to talk to you, I'd be reaching out to you. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, give me a better sales pitch about we can do better with you instead of doing better for you. There's a reason why I don't work for a company or corporation or the government anymore. It's the toxic environment that they built. You know, it's all that DEI crap. It's all of the stuff that it's like you can't even do your damn job. Okay? Since I went on my own business and do my own things, I do what I want. I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to talk to HR. Oh, I feel offended by your stance on this. Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you do this? How about, can I do my job? I already did a video of all of that back in the day. That's why I didn't want to, get into too deep with LinkedIn because it's like, there's a reason why I am on my own. Did I ever come back and reach out to somebody and say, oh, please take me back? Oh, I want to be part of your community again. Okay? So that's the thing with LinkedIn. You get a lot of that, and then you get some people, trying to hook up with you on LinkedIn as well. You know, Like I said, it's almost like a professional version of Facebook. So, speaking of Facebook, with Facebook, there's two, three, four dynamics that's going on at the same time. And I'm not doing like a comprehensive deep dive into all of it, but you have friends and family that you've known for a long time. I mean, you reminisce about some stuff. Then you get to the point where you realize that person hasn't changed all that much in all those decades. And there's a reason why you guys separated in the first place. There was a reason why you stopped talking to that person and moved on from those people because you realize either they changed in the wrong way or they never changed from what they were back in the day. Muhammad Ali himself said, if you're the same person you were 30 years ago, nothing has changed in your life. You never grew as a person. He didn't say all of that extra stuff, but that's how I interpret what he said. And if you are the same person that you are 10 years ago, you have no growth. Yeah, you could be similar to what you were 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago, but life changes a person, you would hope, positively over the years. And some of the stuff that people put out there, it's like, seriously? After all of this stuff that you are, this is what you want to project yourself to be? And I kind of feel like when you talk to the people in person, they are nowhere near what they put out there. It's like, let me show these people this, but I'm really this. And it's not all of the people, but it's like 90% of you do that. So the people that are really good people look like narcissists and whining biatches out there. And then you got the other side of the coin where the people really are trash who make themselves look like an angel and that they're doing all of this good stuff and they've grown into this and grown into that, but then when you talk about them, it's like the only thing they're talking about is clubs and effing this person and doing this and trying to get high, trying to get drunk, and they talk all this nonsensical crap, but then you look at their online profile and these are the people that I know. All of the criticism is for the people that I personally know. I'm not talking about some distant associate person that you friended on Facebook or they friended you or y'all met in a group or whatever the hell. I'm talking about people that you personally know that you either worked with, that's part of your family, that's part of your friends, and all of this other stuff. So all of the criticism is towards who I actually know. And your experience may be different on some of these platforms and so forth. So to really get into Facebook, I think Facebook is a great platform. I just think the people make it toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing against people posting whatever they want, but it doesn't really reflect who they are. And it gets to the point where you start seeing all of these extra posts, and it's like, really? And then you want to literally unfriend them, but then it's like you don't want to hurt their feelings, so you unfollow or whatever. But the problem is, because you may have liked some of the stuff that they posted, you start getting ads for it. It's like, I'm not into this shit. And then all of a sudden you start seeing all these ads come up, not just on the platform, but through your email and stuff like that. It's like, I don't want this. Why are they showing me this crap here? Because your friends were into it. Your family was into it. And then they post it out there, and then you give a sympathy like or a sympathy love to it because it's like, I really don't care, but I don't want you to think that I hate you because of it. And then you start getting all these stupid ads for it. And again, it's your First Amendment right to post whatever you want to post. It is my First Amendment right not to see it or not to like it or whatever emojis they put with some of the stuff. Like I said, overall, Facebook is a good platform. I just think a lot of people make it more toxic than what they are. Some of the humble people look like they're grandiose, and some of the people that's, bold and in your face look like, you know, the next saint, the next uncrowned god of the universe or whatever. And then when you talk to these people, they're nowhere near what they post and so forth. It's like this veneer that they put up over a rotten tooth in some cases, and then it's this rotten looking grill over beautiful looking teeth in the other sense. It's like these people are nowhere near what they are, and it turns people into something that they're not, and it just gets irritated after a while. And, I posted nonsensical stuff. I am not above reproach when it comes to that. I posted a lot of nature shots and stuff like that because that's what I'm into. I like looking at the sky. I like looking at the beach. I like being on the beach. I like going out in the woods sometime and just taking a look at nature for all that it's worth. Hell, if I'm in another state outside of Florida, I go into the mountains. I do all kinds of stuff. I don't do everything, but I like taking in the view. I'm an introvert. Not an introvert because I'm shy. It's an introvert that I want to get away from a lot of people. I'm not cliquish. I'm not part of a group. I'm not part of organizations where it's like you have to represent something that you're not. I'm not one of those political folks where it's like, oh yeah, all these people that's in this particular office I'm supposed to agree with because they have the D and R behind them. I can care less. I want to know what you stand for as a person so I can believe in your cause. And the problem is with a lot of these groups, when they get to a point of too much power, they forget who they are. And to me, the further up you move in society, if you go from a negative net worth to a billionaire, you kind of have to realize that you're bigger than what you are by being humble. I always felt like the further up the food chain you go, or the more influence that you have, and the more people that you reach, touch, help, do for, you need to be more humble. You need to realize the enormity of what you represent out there. And people look to you for information and guidance and so forth. You want to give them a feeling of hope, not a feeling of, I can't stand such and such, or they have this negative feeling about you like, oh yeah, since they're all toxic, I guess I need to be toxic to get to where they are. I need to brag about every damn thing that I do to get to where they are. No, you don't. Just show a little bit of humility and appreciation and let people know that the further up the food chain that you move, you recognize that you have a community impact, sometimes a national or global impact. But you have to present a face of positivity. So many people are so goddamn negative that it's like they have these anxieties that's out there, and I'm getting so sick of the mental health and the anxiety crap because that's just another sign of being lazy to me. Because if you have such negativity going on in your life and around you, and you're willing to talk about it, then you should be willing to do something about it. Change what, if you don't like the environment that you're in, go to another environment. Easier said than done, Carl, because I don't have no money to move on. You can do it. You just have to make a plan. Just look, when I left Virginia, like in 2016 or whatever, I was like, you know what? I was going to retire in Florida anyway. So I might as well do it now while I'm still young enough to enjoy it. And I'm not missing anything that I can't get down here. Because I kind of felt like, all right, if I was close to whoever I was close to, and the people believed in me enough, I wouldn't have thoughts of leaving. Okay? There was nothing that was keeping me there in Virginia. So I said, I'd rather start a new life here. I had like maybe 8 states that I could have chose to go to. You know, I mean, I know Tennessee was one of them. I thought about California. I thought about Washington State. I thought about Idaho, believe it or not. I thought about South Dakota. Um, and it was a couple of other ones in there. But the thing of it was, it's like, just let me go, do my thing. I'll restart whatever I want and try to move on with my life because I want to grow. I want to become more positive. But I also want to tell the truth about certain things. I'm not worried about the brushback from it. But one thing that I have to learn with myself, I am a working project day in and day out. There's nothing I'm going to do that's perfect, and I'm not going to always suck at things. Okay? There's times where it's like, you want to break down and cry. There's other times where you want to sit over there and praise everything to the highest mountains all over the earth. We all go through that. But the thing of it is, you just have to be able to focus and realize sometimes the stuff you're going through is not as bad as you think if you apply yourself. And then putting yourself into a toxic situation all the time and using social media as an arm to make it worse is probably why your life sucks as it does now. Because you don't think outside of that box. You need to think outside of that box and realize that you have to associate your life with people that believe in something, that is willing to come out of the negativity and out of the victimhood. Social media, man, that's why it says toxic. Facebook is a great platform, but I swear, some of these people just take it to a whole nother level of how bad their life actually sucked when it's not that bad, and they do the reverse. Oh yeah, they live in the hip hop life, and they live in a billionaire's life, and all of this, and they not, you know. But who am I to tell them? But I know if you don't believe in yourself to the core, and you don't have something to follow and believe in that's positive, you're always going to have some anxiety and mental health issue because you're not trying to get out of that rut that you're in. You want to play the victim so you can have sympathy instead of playing the victor so you can go out there and prove to people and prove to yourself especially that you can be something and do something. If you're always going to have that mentality and you keep putting it out there on social media, guess what? You ain't no better than a teenager. All of you, it's like Facebook. It's like a freaking high school at this point. Guess who's doing what? Guess who's doing this? Ha ha ha. Look at that place that they're in. Oh my God, I wish I could go there. It ain't no different. Y'all bring that into the office. Y'all bring that into your home. And now you bring it on social media and so forth. And then you wonder why you're always stressed out and have anxiety. You did it to yourself. That's all I can say. So that's all I got. And that's why I left Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm still on Instagram and I'm on TikTok. It's not as toxic because I don't have to see all that crap. So if you find me on there, find me on there. Otherwise, hey, see you in the next video.